The book Rich Dad Poor Dad has impacted millions of lives worldwide. It is a 6-time New York Times bestseller and written in over 150 languages. The tagline for the book is what the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not. We run one of Rich Dad's largest and most active Cashflow clubs. It is a volunteer-run business school that uses simulations to teach investing, finance, and entrepreneurship. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Rich Dad's Cashflow Clubs. Welcome to the journey. My name is Roger Moore, better known as 007. In studio with me is John Ruman.
Good morning, everyone.
He is bald and he looks exactly like me, just a different skin color. And in studio with us today as well is Joanna Boca.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me.
And Joanna Boca is the founder of this new company called Caribbean Carnival Caravan. Caribbean Carnival, a global experience. So I knew Joanna for a very long time, since in high school days, you know.
Since before that, actually.
Since primary school. And I remember she was always into carnival. I mean, you know, always in the front of the band. She was like a carnival queen or something like that.
Very much so, yes.
And I remember this one year, I posted on Facebook, you know, and I said, Joanna, did you make money this carnival or did you spend money? And she paused and she got a little upset with me. She's like, Roger, I don't want to answer that question, you know, but it bothered her. And then I think slightly after that, you did Cashflow.
Yes.
And then from then on, I don't think you ever played mass. Did you play mass again since?
Well, I played mass 1 year after that, but I had, as you know, I've gotten very enterprising. I had a bar on the street, which I've never given up since that.
So Cashflow members, we make money carnival time. We don't like to spend money. It'll give us nightmares. So I see here you started this company called Caribbean Carnival Caravan. What exactly is it?
Well, this is a brainchild that was born out of, well, as you mentioned, I love carnival, and there are other things that I love very much, such as travel and culture, languages, and the arts. As you know, professionally, for many years, I was a foreign language specialist. I was at a couple of different enterprises using that skill.
Oh yeah, you speak Spanish, eh?
It's correct, and German, and recently I started learning Portuguese. So this was a way of marrying all those loves: travel, carnival, culture, language, the arts, in creating for all intents and purposes, a full service for carnival. So
okay.
It's not just Trinidad Carnival. Let me just throw that right in there.
It's the Caribbean.
It's, as the tagline suggests, it's a global experience. So anywhere there's a carnival, as we know it as West Indians,
right,
we intend to be there.
So basically you all organize like travel packages for anybody that wants to experience carnival.
Correct.
Ooh,
and that package entails, as you'd see if you browse the brochure, it entails your airfare, accommodation, ground transportation, events, costumes, and you'd see I have other a la carte services. That's where things get interesting.
Oh, we can charge more money for stuff. What exactly?
It's not only about charging more money, but as our research has led us to see what the market is about now, people want less hassle.
Right.
So if I come to you, you're the cash flow man, and I tell you, Roger, make it happen. Name your price and make it happen.
I've been branded as a cash flow man.
Yes,
that's right.
Everything for cash flow.
Nice.
Tell me what that would entail and tell me what your price is. That's the way the marketplace is going.
Okay.
So with these other services, we partner with strategic alliances within the industry to provide makeup artists, hairstylists, if people want boots and jewelry and everything to go with their costume.
Right.
If for some reason they want a all VIP service and they want security, they want roaming photographers, videographers going with them, name it. If you could fathom it, we can find it and put it in your package.
So question, which one is your biggest market? Trinidad Carnival, of course.
Well, for all intents and purposes, as you know, it's a startup business. And of course, we're homegrown, so we're hoping that is the mecca of carnival.
Right.
We're hoping that would be our biggest market.
Okay.
But there are other markets that we're very keen on having a strong presence
What is the other large market? The next big market?
The next big market regionally would be crop over.
That's my man. That's Barbados.
Barbados.
Of
Nice.
course, of course. Jamaica Carnival, which is about a month away, is another
Sure.
growing market.
That's good. Jamaica Carnival?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Wow.
it is.
Do they play reggae in that carnival?
Actually, no. It would surprise you how very much like Trinidad Carnival it
Oh,
is.
interesting.
It is the first.
I have a lot of family in Jamaica.
Yes.
They're gonna swallow their pride and wine and.
It is the first regional carnival after Trinidad Carnival. It's not that big as many people actually made fun of me the first year I went to Jamaica Carnival, and they were like, "Why are you going to a campus carnival?" When they saw the photos and
Oh,
the videos, they had a different thought coming.
Yeah, a lot of
you know?
Trinidadians have been here and have been flying across to Jamaica for carnival. So their carnival is in what month? In March, so it's in April.
Correct.
Okay.
It's
so
on the 23rd of April, and that's
during
one of-
Lent. Interesting.
No, after Lent.
After Lent. Okay.
It's on Trinity Sunday, which is the Sunday.
I was like, those
after-
heathens.
No. I mean, Carnival, for all intents and purposes, was born out of that pre-Lenten period. And
Right.
of course, the other regional carnivals, although they have their uniqueness, some
Right.
of them are fashioned after our carnival.
Right.
So as far as I'm aware, there isn't any Caribbean carnival during the Lenten period.
Oh,
Okay,
gotcha.
that is your time to do your reflection, focus, be spiritual, and then wine and jam for the rest of the year.
When is the Bayesian one?
Crop over is the first Monday in August.
Okay.
That coincides as well with Antigua Carnival. Grenada Carnival is the week after that.
Interesting.
Those are the carnivals we're focusing on for this
Yeah.
year.
No, crop over I heard is very popular.
Crop over is quite popular. yes.
And my man, naturally, I want to go Barbados and
Yes,
experience their
stick to your
carnival.
Trini accent.
Because let me tell you, Barbados, man, we know how to walk up.
Yes,
y'all
we do.
is whining, but we know how to walk up.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay, so you have been. So is only Caribbean carnivals you're targeting? What about like Labor Day and
Right, that's-
what they call the Canadian one?
That's there are many Canadian ones actually. There's Caribana.
Caribana.
And there are a few others in some other emerging cities like Hamilton that have a strong West Indian presence.
Oh.
So that's why it's aptly called a caravan. Wherever there is a West Indian style carnival, we intend to be.
Okay.
Notting Hill is another big
Notting Hill is huge.
overseas
Yeah,
one
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Mhm.
Miami Carnival, which more or less kind of wraps things up leading into Trinidad Carnival.
Right.
There's Cayman, there's Bahamas. I mean, we could spend the whole segment talking about how many carnivals there are.
So you'll be pretty much booked up for the whole year.
Well, that's the intention, right? That's why we started this business, so that we can put ourselves out there and say, listen, we're from Trinidad and Tobago. We're the home of Carnival. Nobody can do it like us. No, ifs, ands, buts, or maybes about it. And
Right.
of course, no disrespect to what anyone else is trying to do.
Right.
But we know our product. We know our service. So why not market that, package that, and sell it to the rest of the world?
Nice.
As you'd see as well, we offer 4 packages.
Mhm.
So we give you a very economy package. That's called the deluxe package.
Deluxe.
And we take you all the way up to a majestic package, which as the name implies, would give you-
Expensive. Majestic sounds expensive.
But
Premium.
wouldn't you pay for what you want, Roger?
Of course, I'll let my assets pay for it for me. That's
Good stuff.
it. Okay, so you're an entrepreneur. You are into this business full time. If I remember correctly, when you started Cashflow, you're working at the Ministry of
National security.
National Security. You no
Yes.
longer work there.
No, I don't.
You left your job.
Yes, I did.
Congratulations.
Very good, very. Give a round of applause for that. Right. And mind you,
was
everybody, all listeners, JOB stands for just over broke, and I know it hurts to say it, but and admit it, but that's we say it all the time. It's
Yep.
true. JOB stands for just over broke. So you left your JOB.
Yes, I did. It was more that the stars aligned that way, in that I was in a contract situation. As
Right.
you know, that's never really
Oh gosh,
permanent.
I hear people getting 3-month contracts
Correct.
now. Crazy. Yeah.
And
yeah.
at the point in time that my contract was ending, the government changed, and the current administration came with a position that they're not renewing contracts.
Yep.
Contract system has too much corruption and other elements in
Yep.
it.
Yep.
So
A lot of people got downsized last week and week before. Their
people
contracts not
continue to
getting
get
renewed.
downsized every day.
Yep.
But of course, with the cash flow thinking and
Yeah.
change of perspective.
People are going into business now.
Correct. I knew that this was the way I had to go.
And let me just throw in my little 2 cents here. You know, Cashflow Club is a business school. We use games and simulations to teach business, investing, and finance. We create entrepreneurs and we create investors. And that's what you need in an economy like this, especially during a recession. People are losing their jobs. Now is the time. You need the business skills. You need the financial education to go into business and to go into investing. Now is the time to do that kind of thing. Right? Jobs are not secure anymore.
Correct. And with the whole marrying that idea of, okay, now what comes next, and knowing that I had the cash flow training, I decided, you know what, take the plunge now. Yes, sacrifices are to be made, but let me just run with this.
Okay, so the number one skill in business and investing is what?
Sales.
Sales. So Joanna, being very comfortable here.
Yes, you've already mentioned, you know.
So how did you learn to sell?
Well, soon after the contract ended, I went to the insurance sector because, as you taught me, my greatest cash flow teacher next to me here, that I needed to have a sales job, needed to focus on really molding those skills in order to be successful in business, in order to be better able to reach out to the marketplace, reach out to investors, and so on.
Close deals, handle objections.
So I spent roughly about a year in the insurance industry, really trying to hone those skills, gather the correct training and
hone those skills.
Correct.
Did she say hone?
I said hone the skills.
Okay, right. Very good.
I think my cold must be deceiving your ears.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yes. Okay. So you spent a year in the insurance industry. And did you do any sales courses, read any sales books?
I continue to read sales books. Right now, I'm reading the Jill Conrath book.
Selling to Big Companies.
Correct,
that's a powerful book.
I'm about midway through that book right now.
Good for you.
Okay. Unfortunately, the bookstores don't sell these books. I personally find that a lot of the bookstores are selling less and less Rich Dad books, which is really weird because it's a recession and they're in demand. So we're about to meet with one of them very soon. I wonder if I could call them on air, boy. It's my show, Charon's Bookstore. We're going to meet at Charon's very soon. They're very interested in starting to sell more Rich Dad books because more and more people need them.
Yes, I agree with that. I've actually read this one, Sales Dogs.
Nice.
I read this before you quit your job.
Before you quit your job.
This was very valuable in terms of bridging the gap between that full-time employment, having, at least knowing at the end of the month you have a salary to look forward to, and knowing that when starting a business, there's no salary to look forward to. You have to create that space.
You have to sell.
In order to pay yourself.
Equals income. If you can't sell, you wouldn't see the income coming in. A lot of entrepreneurs, they go into business and they can't sell. They have good business ideas.
Yeah.
And then they just sit there and wait for the phone to ring. It's the funniest thing.
That's not going to happen. Every day I wake up, I say, Lord, today's a new day, new opportunity to create something new, do something new, do something different. That's what I say. Each day is a new opportunity, a new chance to do something good, do something more, do something better.
Yeah.
That's how I look at life now.
That's a great perspective.
Oh yeah. So Joanna, glad you met John. John is our business coach. He's actually my business coach, and I felt a strong imperative to start bringing him on the show. I begged him for weeks. I said, John, you need to come on the show.
Yes, I feel like I don't belong. Should I have shaved my head bald?
Right now, you're the outsider. Because we both have bald heads. So he's helping us with Mad Science. He's helping us with Cashflow Club and our new franchise, Remax. He's helping us put everything together, getting the systems in.
It's a lot of fun.
And he's helping a lot of entrepreneurs and everything. So, we want to try and get experts like him more involved with entrepreneurs and helping them grow their businesses, because even though at Cashflow Club we give free business and financial advice, we're not there one-on-one as a coach as per se. We're not heavily involved in your business, because we all have businesses to run. We're not consultants.
Yes.
So John, any suggestions for Joanna? It's an interesting business.
It's a very interesting business. What I would probably do, first thing is map out the vision you want to have for the business. Like let's say a 3-year objective, and kind of see in your head, okay, I'm starting here, I'm going to Barbados, so plan out this year, plan out next year, and then think of ways to have that stuff happen, and then make it easier for you. And I would recommend creating a buzz for your company in those areas long before you actually go to those areas.
Interesting.
Yes.
So, like, for example, Starbucks in Trinidad. You knew about Starbucks months
before they came.
Or Uber. Or Uber's another one, too. Uber's all over social media. So these companies were in our mind long before they actually had a physical presence. So I would say if you can create that buzz, anticipation, and people looking forward to your brand, so when you actually launch, you have people lined up at your
It's interesting
door.
that you mentioned that, because one of the reasons, as I mentioned to you before we went on air, that I've pulled back the website from the edition it was in, and I've decided to reconstruct it, is that we wanted to ensure that we give all our international guests the chance to book online, because that's the way the world is. Everybody wants everything instant. And as part of that, we wanted to ensure that when we launch the website, we launch our prices for Crop Over and Grenada Carnival as well. Within the next couple of weeks, that is intended to happen.
Okay, so I'm going to put it on pause. We'll be on a break. We'll be right back. The book Rich Dad Poor Dad has impacted millions of lives worldwide. It is a 6-time New York Times bestseller and written in over 150 languages. The tagline for the book is what the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not. We run one of Rich Dad's largest and most active Cashflow clubs. It is a volunteer-run business school that uses simulations to teach investing, finance, and entrepreneurship. And ladies and gentlemen, we are here to take your calls.
We take your calls now. 625-2759. 623-8255. 624-7729.
All right. Remember, our mission at Cashflow Club is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity. That's our mission. So we give free business and financial advice live on air. So call us at these numbers. Call us now and we'll give you free business and financial advice live on air.
We take your calls now. 625-2759. 623-8255. 624-7729.
Right. And if you want to zero in on any of those numbers, the best one is 623-8255. Right? So we are here with Joanna Boca, founder of Caribbean Carnival Caravan. Look out for that name. It's going to be big. I'm seeing the logo here. It's very well designed. She's a Cashflow Club graduate. What year you graduated from Cashflow?
Lord Roger.
No, she's going to sound old.
2015, I think.
So you think you're sounding old by 2 me?
2014, 2015.
I think 2014.
2014.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on how quickly you move forward to actually making your own business.
And we have a call. Welcome to Rich Dad's Cashflow Clubs.
Hello.
Hi, morning.
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 Welcome to Rich Dad's Cashflow Clubs. You got us a question?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I wanted to find out something. Due to the crisis we have in this country economically.
It's not a crisis, it's a recession.
Well, that what I mean. Well, you know what crisis what I mean.
Right.
Do you think it's wise to start a business from like scratch or now?
If you don't have a background in sales and
Exactly.
you don't have cash flow training, then it's a really bad idea. In fact, without education, you should not be investing in anything at all. Yeah, and that's
very good feedback.
Yeah, you only get that kind of feedback from Cashflow Club members. Outside of Cashflow Club, everybody will think we're absolutely nuts. But when you come to Cashflow, you see for yourself what really going on and how the industry thrives on ignorance. You you would understand the point of view that we have, and you know why we tell everybody that. Do not invest in anything until
where are you located? This
Cashflow Clubs. We have our sessions running currently in St. Augustine at my office, and we also have it at Valpark Shopping Plaza. We'll be back at Valpark in early May, but we have courses.
St. Augustine where?
At my office in St. Augustine. You could always take my number and contact me later on. My number, and this is not just for you, this is for everybody out there. My number is 768
768
6761.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's my personal number. My name is Roger Moore. You can always add my number on your smartphone, so you'll have me on WhatsApp. You can message me anytime, 7 days a week. You can also add me on Facebook, and you can message me on Facebook anytime. So, we are back. So, Joanna, your business is fantastic. I like it. And, you know, you speak Spanish. Does Latin America have any carnivals? I mean, Brazil has a big carnival.
It's interesting that you mentioned that. No, Brazil carnival is not our market.
I'm really jealous of Spanish-speaking people. I can't speak Spanish to save my life. I can say si, maraca si.
Okay, no. Come, stick
Las
to what you know,
cuevas si. That's all I know.
It's interesting that you mentioned Brazil carnival because that is not our focus. However, in Latin America, as you know, we have a strong Caribbean presence, as does Latin Americans have a strong presence in the Caribbean. I'm sure if not within your family, anybody you speak to, myself included, have lineage from Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, and vice versa. So it's interesting that you mentioned that. I actually have a former colleague who is in Venezuela. He's been for the last 2 years, and he has a record deal doing something that is sort of a crossover music between soca, reggaeton, and merengue.
But as music, what about the actual...
Right, so that's what I was going to say. They actually have a carnival that coincides with Trinidad Carnival.
Oh, at the same time?
It is, yes. It is that week of carnival. And there's also a very big one in Barranquilla.
Where's Barranquilla?
In Colombia.
Oh,
40.
I knew that.
Right.
That's right next to
Maracas. Right, Roger. See, muy bien. So,
what did you just call me? She just give me.
So he has actually invited me to obviously keep it on my radar and at the forefront of my mind that these carnivals, though they coincide with Trinidad Carnival, they offer something unique, which is what all the carnivals really do.
Yeah, but Brazil's zone is the largest, huh?
But it's not our market because it doesn't have a presence for the diaspora. It's not what we're trying to sell. Yeah. What we're trying to sell is the Caribbean.
You mean specific to the Caribbean?
Correct. The alternative to Carnival is probably Brazil Carnival, but it's not where we're going because it's packaged and the services and everything is different.
So when is your next carnival?
Well, Jamaica, we've already put out our prices starting from $2,600 US. You can get an all-inclusive package for Jamaica Carnival.
And do you change it based on the location?
Oh yeah, of course.
Because obviously flights are different.
Yes, everything of course is subject to availability. So you have to book now, book quickly. We also offer payment terms because, I mean, who has $2,600 US just lying around, right?
They take loans now.
Right, so...
they take loans for liabilities
correct. Now. And we offer people the opportunity to pay down in parts. You must pay 50% down payment. That's non-refundable because I must have, of course, some kind of guarantee to start to procure the services for you. And for Jamaica, seeing that it's only about 5 weeks away, we'd offer you to pay the rest in 3 parts leading up to the carnival.
So it's heavy hustling for the next 5 weeks.
Of course. So
lots of overseas calls, emails, WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages, like crazy.
Yes.
Sales equals income.
Yes.
Now, the only reason Joanna is able to do what she's doing is because she spent the time learning how to sell.
And it's a constant process. Every day I'm learning. Every day, I make a mistake. I try to recover quickly from it and get back on my feet,
Yeah.
Good for you.
John, question. How did you learn to sell?
The exact same industry. I actually started in the insurance and financial services industry.
So did I,
and you're forced to on a daily basis.
Yes, you are. You face a lot of rejection.
Straight commissions. If you don't sell anything, you don't make no money.
And you face a lot of rejections from people who you thought would have never rejected you. They head short to them.
Family members. I got rejected from every single family member. I haven't sold any insurance to any family member. I got blanked hard.
Outside of my mom and dad, that was about
I didn't even get my mom and dad.
That was about it for me for
my mom and dad
4
said,
months.
hell no. You sell insurance?
Yeah.
So you stayed in, how long you stayed in the industry, John?
I was about 15 years. And actually, when I was doing it, about 5 years into it, I actually started my own company with a business partner. So the last 10 or 12 years, I actually had a business partner.
So like became a broker?
Yeah, we did a lot of financial advising. That's actually when I started like more business consulting, like estate planning, retirement planning, very high level stuff. And it was an entirely different way. I got out of sales with respect to product and more advising with respect to people's planning. So that was the shift that happened, but it helped me to realize how much I love the business and business planning side of things. So when I moved here, I couldn't do it anymore, which is why I'm doing coaching purely and not any financial things here. But it was a great opportunity for me to start over and really serve those I'm meant to serve. So I'm very excited and happy to have it. The opportunity.
Nice. And we're happy to have you here. And Joanna, thank you so much for coming on our show.
Sure. Just one quick thing I want to say before I go, because of course I realize the forum that we're in, Sky 99, is about informing, inspiring, empowering. And I just wanted to add, because I know people sometimes, if they're not really carnival aficionados, they may not like a carnival business.
What did she call me?
Really, Roger? If you're not a fan of carnival, you may not really like the business, or you may think that why would I want to get involved with this business? Why would I want to know about this business? We want to say from jump that we are aware of our corporate social responsibility, and we looking to make sure that people are aware that carnival has traditional aspects of it, that children are involved in carnival. We do not align this brand with alcohol or cigarettes or anything of that nature. We try to stay away from that decadent aspect of carnival.
And what's your website? Say it real quick.
The website is www.caribbeancarnivalcaravan.com. You can check us out. Love us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Carnival Caravan.
Okay, thank you very much, Joanna. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to our show. We'll be here next week at the exact same time. You have listened to Rich Dad's Cashflow Clubs.